Hi there guys, welcome to the Doge Wild Wyckoff Speculation Weekly. We're looking at the weekly chart of Dogecoin. Before getting into the details, you know the practice. These sessions are not financial advice, they're for education research purpose only. However, your comments and discussions are very welcome. Let's dive in. So, I've drawn these orange tags, the Wyckoff accumulation period stages. So we have seen this during like most of last year, from basically May all the way to October, and the longer period would be since late 2021 or near the end of 2021 all the way to basically January, February last year. And the reason I put this here is because after this very long red candle, the selling activity seems to be dying down. However, a PS period can last quite long, so it doesn't necessarily has to be just a 1 or 3 weeks activity. It can last way longer. So currently, if we look at this, it seems like it's trading horizontal compared to this for about 6 weeks already. This selling climax, I'm only putting this here tentatively. I'm waiting for the signal to confirm whether we'll see an automatic rally, or if we're going to see a few more red candles going down. So maybe over here, then I'll be able to confirm whether we or the price has entered the selling climax stage and also the automatic rally stage. So if we look at this accumulation period that happened between 2002 to 2004, that's that price level, it's still way above that range. So we'll have to take a look at how this develops. Remember, selling climax like this one over here and also this one over here, they are not necessarily the lowest point in terms of the patterns. So we see second test, and some spring and further tests before the price eventually climbs back to the next distribution period, and the distribution can be small or mega. So that's the big picture, and that's a pretty long-winded explanation. However, if we look at the daily, we can also see like the price has pretty much entered a horizontal trading range, even though they exhibit very short-term downward movements. So if we look at this, if I draw a little horizontal box over here, that's basically the range the price has been trading since early March. That's roughly between mid 13 cents to 20 cents. So let us keep this light blue box and see how this develops over the course of next few days or weeks. And remember, this yellow line, I have drawn this from the earlier trading activities during this mini distribution cycle, as well as where it somewhat started the PSY. If we look at the weekly, we can see before the PSY jump, somewhere around the sign of strength, that's where I drawn the yellow line in the daily chart. So the price over the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it's basically trading below this yellow line. Only exception was these 4 or 5 days. if we count further upwards, it's almost a month trading below this line. So it will be interesting to see whether the price will fall below the bottom of the pale blue box, this tentative playground zone, given these reference price range in the accumulation period over the course of the second half of last year. So that's where Dogecoin is. I'll move on to Binance Coin.